Cannot get it.
What?
Cannot get.
Cannot get.
Okay, I think we're recording. So
Let me do.
I haven't even had time.
What is going on here? I'm putting on Do Not Disturb because all my annoying friends texted. What happened? Wait, we both have our shoulders out today. Sexy shoulders. You know, no one has fat shoulders. Everyone's shoulders look amazing. Well, hello, Caviar Dreamers.
Hello, Caviar Dreamers. Here, don't go below the shoulders.
Yes, yes, yes. My boobs are hitting the table. I'd like to rest them on the table in case anybody wants to know. My boobs get very tired. It's because they're real, so they rest on the table. So good morning to you.
Good morning to you. I almost fell over mine on the way here. I got so fat in quarantine that now they touch the ground.
Exactly.
It's
so
perfect.
Yeah. So it's not the worst.
I mean, but quarantine's not that good for the beauty. The
no.
glam.
I don't know if it was the best idea for us to go video during quarantine because check out these roots, people. First of all, I don't want anyone to say, "Oh, Marge, you're going bald." It's not. It's just my hair is so light that it's like the little fuzzes are growing in and my roots are gray.
I don't think it looks so bad though.
It's like dark mixed with gray, mixed with white. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm like very Cruella de Vil like today with this hair sticking up, but I thought it's like very vintage socialite. So that's the look I'm going for today. Vintage like socialite with the roots growing in. What else can I say?
I like that. Well, at least then there were two. I'm down to 2 press-on fingernails from CVS. Things are not looking good over here.
My nails actually look good.
Yeah, you're lucky. Your nails don't grow so quick. That's what
my nails. They grow, but I maintain them. You know, I'm very good at doing some my own maintenance. I put on my own fake eyelashes because I don't have lash extensions. I'm decent at my makeup. I don't know if my eyebrows are on okay, but it's the hair and the bikini wax. Joe was going to bikini wax me last night, but he has not done yet.
Really? I thought we were all set. We had the kit. You had the light ready.
Yes, I had the light ready. He was going to do it. It was a big foreplay moment, but we have not done it yet.
Was it that he's afraid of doing the asshole? Is that what it is?
I don't know if he's very excited to do the butt crack
I think that's a little bit scary.
Yeah, he was thinking he could use electrical tape. I'm like, what do you stick in the head? Tape? Yeah, that's what a contractor wants to do, use electrical tape. I mean, we are very into it. So I was like, no. So we went and got the wax. I mean, he thought it was a good idea. We make do. We know how to, that's the Caviar Dreams. That's the tuna fish budget part. The tuna fish budget part is use electrical tape, shake the puss hair out.
Yeah, and then wind up in the emergency room all week.
Yes. Well, anyway, so of course we're still doing all the entrepreneurs. And, we have our little Jocelyn coming on. So I just want to tell you, we have Jocelyn from Jocelyn Furs on. She does faux fur now. And I just want you to know, for all you people who don't wear fur, we've switched over to faux fur. She's an amazing company. She does leather. She does the most beautiful clothing. I love it. I don't want anyone screaming at me. I've worn fur, but it's all vintage. Vintage. It has other old ladies' names in it. Sadie Rosenberg,
Lois Greenblatt,
Miriam Josephs, my poor RIP mother-in-law from my first marriage. Rest in peace. I have all vintage fur, so those little animals would have been dead already. They're old. It's recycling. Yeah. So it's recycled. So I just want everyone to know that. I only wear, I'm very vintage, just so you know.
And nothing also distracts better from this hot mess of quarantine than a good hat or a good winter accessory. Yes. And Jocelyn is so known for her hats.
Yeah, she's very much known for her hats. So a lot of the beanies I wear are Jocelyn. So we're letting Jocelyn in right now. Admitting her in.
We are look at us.
Look at us.
Let's see. Is she coming in?
Jocelyn.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Jocelyn.
Are you there? God, it's me, Margaret.
Ooh, she's coming in from Jocelyn's iPad. Hi. Wow, you look great.
Gorge.
Oh, great.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for coming on. I love this.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, you look great. Did you blow your own hair?
It's a challenge, to figure out how to get on.
I know, but you did a good job.
You're here. We got you.
Did I blow my own hair? I flat ironed my own hair.
Well, it looks great.
It looks very good.
It looks great. You look great in quarantine. You're doing a good job.
I'm doing a good job. Trying, It's
How
not
are you
easy.
holding up?
How am I holding up? Well, a lot of cooking, a lot of eating, and finally I decided I'm done.
That's good.
After a while, you have to get a grip, no?
Yes, I said the same thing. Well, now that it's getting a little warmer out, I have to do more walking, exercising.
Well, I almost had an anxiety attack when they were like, okay, so we might start lifting things May 15th, because it feels like so far away. That's only 3 weeks to undo the damage that's been done in a month.
So it's so scary, because the damage that can be done in 1 month is, at least for me, a minimum of 10 pounds.
Same.
Yeah, and that's going to take me a long time to unwind. It's going to, that's the only thing. I'm enjoying the quarantine because no one really knows what should I look like below the waist.
Below the waist, exactly. I mean, it looks good from here up.
I know. I love it.
That's all we need.
Well, Jocelyn, I love the jacket you're wearing. I got one also, which is fabulous. I love it.
And everything's on sale now on the website.
On sale. I just want to announce that this is not a paid promotion. We're just putting it out there. Anybody who's quarantining, I know we're all on a budget. People are working. That's what's amazing. It's a good deal. Shop Jocelyn, 75% off. We're just putting that out there in the beginning.
All right. We're putting that out there.
We're putting that out there. All right. So let's just talk. You've had your company for how long?
Since 2001.
Okay. That's a long time. 19 years.
No. Right. So 9/11, like, it just seems like yesterday when I was sitting in my apartment alone, like with one other person, like doing the same thing again. I mean, here I am, like, I don't know if you can see this, like making masks to send to my PR company for giveaways, to like promote, to donate.
Yeah.
It's like, these are gorgeous. My PR company flipped over these. These are like one of a kind, like signed pieces that I'm making for, I can't really say who's getting them, but they're going to be like auctioned off and donated.
Oh, I love that. So great. I love that. That's so good. Now tell me, what is your background? Like, how did you start your business? Because this is, this podcast, Carry Our Dreams to and Fish Budget, about all people who started their own business, fun stuff. Entrepreneurs are exciting, interesting people, and you're very fun. And I just want everyone to realize we're not, we're fun people and interesting.
So I started out in the fashion industry like you did. I worked in a showroom, and I was always like on every side of the fashion industry, but I really didn't know that I could design anything until like way late in my fashion career. So I had gotten divorced and I needed to get a job. Like, I basically moved on to a girlfriend's couch. I had no idea what I was going to do. And naturally, I went back into the fashion industry. Prior to that, I was working in wholesale. Then I was a buyer for a store on Long Island. And then I got a job in wholesale at Norma Kamali. And then after that, I got another job in wholesale at an accessories showroom. And this was like the biggest epiphany for me, because I walked into this little accessories showroom and I looked at what she was selling, and it was a one-woman show she had. And I just figured out that she could be making a lot more money. And I was hired for sales, and I started to design this accessories collection. And I just said to her, oh my God, I like had this dream last night. I think you should put like animal prints on your scarf collection.
I mean, who doesn't love a good animal print? Everybody loves an animal print. Who doesn't look good in animal print?
I'm talking about this was like the late 90s. Because if I started my company in 2001, you have to, I mean, it's like I'm giving away my age, but like, whatever.
It's all right. It's nothing that a doctor's office can't fix.
So,
doctor's office visit.
So it's like she listened to everything I said. So bottom line is, her company, like, I started to design the collection for her. And then I said to her, well, maybe we should do like some fur accessories. And I started to do, this was years ago, when like nobody did, like fur back then was in the 90s, fur was big, but nobody did. It was like unobtainable. No, it was serious with big coats and big like stoles. And if you can imagine like Dynasty and like all these things, it wasn't really accessible or fun. So I like came up with like these little fun accessories with like lots of colors and like patchwork and all these fun fur accessories. And that forayed like her into like this whole fur accessory thing. And her company like started to expand. And
it really blew up our business.
Up her business. And I was like the whole front of the business. Like she was like very shy, very quiet, but she was a great business person. And I really wasn't. Like I had nothing to, I didn't know how to do the computer. I didn't know how to turn money. I didn't know how to like really organize anything. And she did. And I knew just how to like make things and create things and come up with ideas and like all that kind of stuff. And I was a people person. So actually it was a great combination, but she really didn't like get the value of it. So I said to her, you know what, maybe a little like commission on sales, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And she said, so at that point, I said, she was like, no,
she's
you know, like I think so. So like finally after being there for 3 years, she got an apartment in Tribeca and I got a chicken dinner at the Odeon.
Chicken dinner.
At the
A
Odeon.
chicken dinner. Well, I love the Odeon.
Odeon.
Odeon's one of my favorite restaurants. But you,
Exactly. And it's still there. So at that point, my friend had a shoe company and she was like, and she had her own business. She was like, what are you doing? Like, she's like, just do it for yourself. You want to like answer to like, what, you have all the connections, you have all the PR connections, all the factory, you know, you're like, you have everything, just do it. And I was like, I have no idea how to do this. She was like, oh, just do it. It's like easy. I mean, hello, you guys know, but I didn't really know anything. I was totally naive.
yeah, you know, okay. It's sometimes better to be naive because you don't have fear.
Yeah, you don't have fear. And I was just like, you know what? Like maybe I should do it. And I was friends with like
Just do it.
Bloomingdales. Like,
Yes.
I was like friends with like all these. I was like friends with the Bloomingdales buyer. Like I was like friends with everyone. Henry Bendale. Like these were like all my customers, and they were like, oh my god, you have to do it. You have to. Like they encouraged me to do this, so I did it. So I'm sitting in my living room, and I start this company, and like 9/11, like you know, it was like it's feeling like the same kind of feeling, you know.
Yes, very much.
Long story short, my Bloomingdale's buyer, who happens to be the divisional now, she's still there. She happens to be like friend still. She's like the divisional of outerwear of Bloomingdale's now. She was the first person. She goes, I'm going to give you an ad. I'm going to put for a vest in the Times. I mean, she was like the most supportive. I said to her, I don't know how to do this. Like what, you know, she gave me an order. She goes, yeah, you have to be on EDI. I said, what the hell is EDI? 3 initials. I said, what's EDI?
EDI.
She said, okay, I'll exempt. I said, you have to exempt me from this. I don't even know what that is. So it was like, I started from my apartment. A girl in my building said to me, you know, how are you going to invoice? She goes, you need QuickBooks. I said, what the fuck's QuickBooks?
I know. You're going to like handwrite the invoice. You're going to deliver it to Bloomingdale's.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think on that. I mean, it was like hysterical. So I had to get QuickBooks. I had to learn how to invoice. Like finally, I got like a permanent assistant, you know, but it took time. I mean, the bottom line is with all of this, it's like, you have to be able to ask for help. And in hindsight, you need to find somebody with your opposite skills. It is so important.
Know what you're not good at, right, Jocelyn?
I mean, because you know what? And to this day, I will admit this to the 100th degree. I mean, you have to, in order to succeed, you need to start with like, find somebody that has your opposite skills, because that's the only way to succeed. I mean, either hire somebody or go into business with somebody that has your opposite skills. Because
I agree with that 10,000%.
Because
I mean, life happens to have every skill set, so I'm very lucky.
Right, exactly. Or find somebody with every skill set. I mean, that's like
I don't have every skill set.
You have so much creativity. You have a lot of skills.
I'm very creative, but I am just like, woo! I am not organized.
It's only the numbers hard for us.
I'm like the typical Gemini. Like I have 500 million things rolling in my head, but I don't know how to like execute like all of them. Or maybe I can't even like execute any of them, and I need to verbalize like what I need, like what's coming out of my head. because there's 7 TV screens, you know? So I need somebody like sitting there and like, I need to like say to them, like, this is what I'm thinking. I need this, this, and this, you know, like this is what we should be doing. And then I need somebody to execute that. And I never really had that, you know? I mean, I had to find it. So that's really the best thing is if, you know, and thank God, like now, I mean, years and years later, like I have a partner who's an attorney. I mean, what, you know, and he's like super,
partner better
like
her boyfriend, right? That's partner.
Right. Yeah. Like not business partner, but I was lucky enough, like years later, after many business partners along the way, some were good, some weren't good. But I mean, I have somebody in my life that's very balanced and very like good at hashing things out too. So, you know, it just helped with that. And like, you know, along the way, like, you know, finally like 2008, I had to take a big hit and I had to figure out like, you know, like I feel like this is happening like now. What am I going to do? You know, we're all in the same boat. It's like, what are we all going to do? It's like going to happen with the stores. Same as in 2008. 2008, I had all these orders, but no way to fund them. So I had to merge my company with another company. I had to like, you know, take a big hit.
Yeah, but you know what? You came up with a solution, which was great. You know, I think a lot of people are on panic mode, which is understandable, but thank God people are taking loans. There's small business loans. People are coming up with ideas.
People are pivoting their business.
Yeah, people are pivoting their business, and you were smart and you merged with another company at the time.
Right. So at the time then I merged with another company that didn't have exactly what I was doing, but similar things to what I was doing. And so I merged with another company. And then I was able to like finally like foray myself with, unfortunately, then I had another partner who passed away. And I partnered now with Steve Madden, who was amazing.
That's a big deal. Steve Madden, huge global lifestyle brand. People think he just does shoes, but you know, he partners with a lot, you know, he owns Betsy Johnson. He does a lot of big things. And you guys are partners. He doesn't own your brand, but you guys are partners.
Right. So 2 years ago, I partnered with him. So that's been a huge like learning curve and an amazing experience for me. I mean, merging a tiny company into this big, huge like conglomerate has been a major like learning curve and a great opportunity for me to expand on categories that I never did before. So now I'm completely for free, which I wanted to do a couple of years ago, and I didn't have the opportunity to do so. So now I'm able to like, I have a whole new world that's opened up to me that's been amazing. And I was like Miss Fur Girl, you know?
Yes.
So for me to be able to do this and to capture a new audience is amazing. And the technology of faux fur now, you can't even tell that it's like faux.
Exactly. And I love it because you could do all the colors.
Yeah, the bright colors.
The bright colors.
Oh,
I mean, there's no like pinks in the real world. There's none of that. And I think color is so important, and it's cruelty free, and it's so nice. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So it's really, that whole thing is like really exciting for me. And I'm also doing the kids line, and that's really exciting. Oh my God, the kids accessory collection it's already been picked up by like Ever After and Lester's, and Saks loves it, and it's amazing. It's coming out for fall. So I'm super excited about that. It's so exciting to like, it's just, you know, like, especially like in these times, it all through my whole experience of having this career. And, you know, some people think like, oh, you know, fashion, it's trivial, or it's this, or it's that. It's, you know, I've done so many personal appearances along the way, and people come over to me like in Bergdorf's. I remember so many years ago, I was doing a personal appearance, and I had this like beautiful, like fur ruffle scarf. And women would come over to me and say, you know what, I was just through like this terrible experience, or I was through this horrible divorce, or my husband was sick, and or whatever it was, like, you know, and they said, your things just make me feel like so happy, and they make me feel like like they just give me like this pick me up, and they just make me feel so good. And people will come over to me like in stores and I would cry, because it's just a feeling to have, you know, to make something that, you know, expresses an emotion in somebody, and then to have somebody come over to you and say, like, I love what you do, and I love what you make, and it makes me feel a certain way. I mean, that alone gives you so much gratification that you can do that gives somebody an emotion or makes somebody feel good. And that to me has been like a major, you know, like great thing to me, to make somebody feel good themselves.
Pieces that you make memories in,
Yes.
People keep them, which I love. I love that, because it's like your pieces.
Oh my God. When you say, I'm sorry, when you say to me like, oh my God, like I wear this jacket, I'm obsessed with it. Like I love it. You know,
yeah,
when I feel
my hot pink leather jacket from you, I am literally obsessed. I feel like a Barbie doll in it. I just love it. I look adorable in it. What am I going to tell you people? I look so cute in it. I wear that hot pink leather jacket. People go berserk when I wear it.
It's such a like pick me up, amazing moment.
The color is perfect.
It is.
It's so good. So what do you see? Like, do you feel like now that you're home, do you feel like your creative juices are flowing? I know you're doing the signature masks and they're getting auctioned off, but do you feel like you're having like creative juices flowing? I know it's hard to keep motivated. Like, what are you doing to keep motivated? What could you tell people that could keep them motivated?
I'm looking at, you know, I have certain trend sources that I go to online, and I'm looking at every website because I want to see like how they're, you know, advertising what they think people are wanting to wear. And, you know, right now it's people want to feel cozy, but I also feel like people want to look good, and they're looking forward to getting out of their houses. And they're looking forward to like living their lives again and getting back to their regular like lifestyles. And do I think that we're going to be like quarantined forever? I don't, you know, but I definitely think that there is going to be a change, a little bit more of a change towards maybe a little more casual in the way we dress. But I don't think that's going to be forever. I really don't. And I think people are going to, you know, the economy is going to come back. And I think people are going to want to spend money again. And I think that there's going to be, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I think, you know, this will eventually pass. I mean, what do you girls think?
Well, I mean, I also feel extremely positive. And I think people are going to just have the urge, you know, our priorities are going to be different. But I feel like people are going to have the urge to get out, shop. I hope retail is better, that people are going to not be nervous and want to get out and feel fabrics. Because I feel like an outing to me is to hit a store. I love to go to a store, look, feel creative. I've always liked that. And I feel like so many people have changed and just want to shop online, but maybe now that people are home and they're doing everything on the computer, I mean, I think people are going to want experiences. Also, going back out to restaurants, going to events. I think at first they're going to be afraid to be in crowds.
They're going to want to make things a moment. Like,
yes,
people
make a moment.
Really want to make a moment of stuff. So memorable pieces, special dinners. Like, we've been separated. We're going to want to cherish those moments that we're allowed to have again.
Yes. You know, I always like to mix also, we're saying the casual, I like to mix high and low. So I love to wear like one of your glamorous pieces, you know, a jacket, but I'll wear it over my sweatpants, but it elevates my look. So I love to mix as well. So I feel like people, I'm hoping that the world gets, you know, people aren't as paranoid. I understand if they are, but I don't want to be, because I'm such a touchy-feely person. So I want to be out fondling everybody again.
Yeah. I'm even
I don't think that it's over. I don't think it's over. I don't think like nobody's going to walk into a store again. I mean, I can't see that nobody's going to want to walk into Saks, or they're not going to, you know, I just think things will be different, but I think that retail is not completely over. I think it might be done in a different way, but I still think, I mean, I even see like in my neighborhood, I mean, you know, I mean, I get it. Like, there's food stores that are open and food is a necessity, but there are people that are still like, I mean, yes, they're social distancing, but they're still like, they want to be out and people want to converse with each other. You know, it's like they do. I mean, it's just human nature to want to do that, you know?
And I also feel like if you look good, your own feeling of looking good, you know, if I put on a piece of clothing, it's not about being fancy and expensive. It's about you do feel better.
Yes,
I mean, listen, I also feel great when I'm in my my daytime pajamas and I'm laying on my freaking sofa. But that only goes so far. I definitely feel better about myself if I put on a nice piece of clothing and I go out. You know, I do. If you look good, you feel good. I don't give two shits what anyone.
Exactly. I mean, there have been days, and I mean, ask Lexi, because Lexi and I have been DMing, and honey, there have been days that, you know, I have not, like, you know, done my hair or put makeup on for days. And, you know,
me too. Now, I mean, now that we've gone, you know, visual, that video, now I have no choice but to do it. But I was doing my podcast. I mean, I think I had snot hanging in my nose. I mean, I was like, Lexi, what's in my nose? You know?
Right. It's like, you know, there's not every day that I feel inspired. And, you know, certain days, and then I pick myself up. I mean, it's normal, you know, and then I pick myself up. But I do try to get inspired by what's on. I do look at the websites every day, and I do look at my trend reports because I have to, because that's part of what I do every single day. And I read to see what's happening. And there are certain websites that I follow because I need to know, like, I'm a shopper. I mean, that's my job, is to be able to, like, see what are people looking at? What do they want? What is it, you know, I mean, I need to know that. And that actually inspires me to, like, just go on and to see, like, what's happening every day. I mean, because I sell to these sites.
Yeah.
So I know, like, every single day, like, what are they showing that's new? What are they trending on? What do people want? You know, and then, like, this whole thing with face masks now. Well, are they going to go forward? I mean, I happen to have a faux fur bandana mask that hooks in the back that I did before this whole COVID thing, because it's just something that I had on my line already, you know? So, like, that I feel is, you know, it always did well for me. But it was a trend
out. Yeah, I mean, I would wear that, like, if it's cold out.
Yeah, because it gets so
because I get so cold.
Right, but, like, that was, like, a thing that I had in my line that always did well for me. But now I feel like that's going to be, like, a trend. I mean, are masks going to be, like, are people buying masks now because they need them now? Or is it going to be a fad that, like, then, you know, they're not going to want them for
you. And I'm going to say it right here, so whoever's watching. I think when you do your hats, do something that attaches to the hat and clips over.
Here. Right.
It just clips onto the hat.
Yes, so it doesn't hurt your ears.
So it doesn't hurt your ear. So if I were to do, I would have your beanie hats, and I would just do a snap on, and it just attach. Right. What do you think of that?
Yep, we're doing it already.
All right, fine. All right, I'm not. Yeah. I just thought I like that idea.
But I'm just wondering, do you think it's going to be, like, a trend going forward?
Yes, like, I think people are going to be nervous about and everything else.
Yeah. Or is it like a hot fad, and then it's like, once we don't have to wear them anymore, like, it's a bad memory?
Well, personally, I don't want to wear them, and I think it'll be a bad memory to me, but I think people are paranoid. So if they're paranoid, then I get paranoid.
And it might evolve into something else. Like, I'm so happy I bought tons of Poochie scarves back in the day, like little tiny. Right. Because I've been wearing my Poochie scarf instead of a mask. Yeah. So I saw that. You know, it could evolve into something else from there. I mean, I kind of look like a waspy Upper East Side mom that might hold up a Williams Sonoma with a spatula. But it's been working.
Loved it.
Exactly. Now, do you guys, so we don't know when we're going back. Cuomo has New York shut down until May 15th. I don't know when we're all going back to work. I mean, we're like the same thing. New Jersey, you know, is the exact same thing. I don't know when I'm going back to filming. I don't know when the stores are opening, that I'm going back to shipping. But we're all on the same situation.
I mean, I cannot wait. I mean, I'm waiting with bated breath. I mean, I have certain stores that are, you know, that nobody knows. I mean, I'm talking to my buyers. I think everybody's just wants to go back, and we don't know, you know?
We missed an entire season of clothing.
Yes.
We legit missed an entire season of clothing.
A whole spring season.
Whole spring season. Yeah,
there's stuff on the website, but everything, there's stuff to buy and everything's on sale, which is kind of like everything's 30 off, 25 off, 40 off.
Where are you going in it? That's the whole thing. You're not leaving the freaking house. You're going to the supermarket.
Right. Not even, So it's like all about right now. It's like, it's all about sweatsuits, sweat clothes. And that's it.
Lounge.
All lounge.
Do you see yourself, I know you're starting kids, what other category do you see yourself going into before we wrap up?
Right now I'm really focused on outerwear and kids accessories and outerwear, like a whole mommy and me thing.
Oh, I love that.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's so cute. So right now I'm focused on that. I mean, people always are like, why don't you do men's? Why don't you do like ready to wear? And, it's like, I really want to hone in on like what I'm good at and get that like really out there and then spread out into like different categories, like, like more ready to wear maybe, or jewelry, which is an accessory, like handbags, which I used to do.
I could see you doing handbags because you do leather and things like that.
I'm doing some bags, and I did a couple of bags for like next spring. So, I mean, that would be something. Jewelry would be something. Like, I've already, like, dabbled in those.
I can see evening bags. I can see evening bags.
I did them for Bergdorf's, like, years ago. So, like, accessory mode, kind of like item-y driven things are always things that I gravitate to. So, bags, which I did very well at years ago, I would definitely go back into, like jewelry, all those kind of accessory type things. But so far I'm focusing in on like what I have now, honing in on that, and then expanding to other categories like that. I mean, bags I could do are amazing with bags. I already have some bags on my line that go back to my ready to wear and my outerwear and accessory.
Yeah, I want one. I want a faux fur bag. I could see you doing faux fur bags.
I do. I have like big totes, like puffy.
I want that.
Yeah.
The Marge needs it. Marge needs it. So tell everybody, Josie, where they can find you, because I'll direct them as well, but tell everybody where they can find you.
Shop Jocelyn.
ShopJocelyn.com. And what about on Instagram?
Bloomingdales, Neiman's,
Nordstrom. Neiman's, Nordstrom. Shop up. She sells everywhere. But what about your social media?
Oh, it's at Shop Jocelyn.
At Shop Jocelyn.
Instagram and at Jossie's World.
At Jossie's World. Okay, thank you so much. You're so inspirational. I love you. She's amazing style, great stuff, very inspirational, woman-owned business, started all by herself. With a hope and a dream, just like us.
Yep, survived major.
And go on to the website. Check it out. Shop Jocelyn.
Check it out. All right. Enjoy the vet. She's taking her dog to the vet. Little Summer.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
I know.
Oh, she was behind me. I guess she left.
All right. She left. She packed her suitcases. She's on the way to the vet line. All right. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And it's just us, and we're back. She was great.
She was. And I think it's important that we tell everyone, Jocelyn, she touched on those points that she's changed partners a few times. She just started her business when 9/11 hit. So
yes. So if you want to start a business now in a freaking crisis, it's okay. You can do it. I'm not saying you have to go into fashion. Whatever you want to do, you can do it now. Now is the time to pivot, come up with something. Entrepreneurial things happen in crisis. We were saying, in 2008, there was a big crash. What came out in 2008? Uber, Squarespace, that little credit card machine. If you don't know what Squarespace is. Pinterest. I mean,
Venmo.
Freaking Venmo. If you saw my Venmo charges, I was doing my taxes the other day. Who doesn't use Venmo like a psycho case?
And also, Jocelyn had obviously just started her business. And I remember her telling me once, when she just started after 9/11, she made bandanas for the firefighters. She bejeweled and bedazzled Swarovski bandanas and took the proceeds for the firefighters in 9/11. So it's super reminiscent that she's doing the masks now and doing the jeweled masks. And, she's weathered so many storms. It's so inspirational. So people shouldn't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. Don't get discouraged. It's not over.
We just have to think differently.
Yes. I mean, I'm just looking at all the people making masks now and they're doing things and people need them. And then people are like, oh, don't profit off of a crisis. You're not profiting off a crisis. You're thinking business, people need them. That's not what's happening. So that's, and you know what? Anybody, you could take a hit and you always can come back. You made money once, you can make money again. And that's what I always say. If you know how to make money and you know how to hustle, you're always going to be a hustler. So keep on dreaming. And it's very, very exciting, Caviar Dreamers. I just absolutely love it. And I hope you guys are enjoying our podcast. And I hope that you're loving the...
Now you can see us.
Yes, now you can see us. I wish I looked better for you.
No, I feel like I look cross-eyed and I can never find the
camera.
camera.
I know. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera right? And I feel like, you know, now that I look in here, am I doing my lip liner too big or my eyelashes on crooked? I'm sure you're going to tell me either way. But I really love you all.
Yes.
And that's it. Until next time. And keep writing to us. Tell us what guests you want to see here. I will have on some housewives. The ones that are entrepreneurial. Not the ones that, are boring bitches. But hey, listen, I love them all. But, some are more interesting than others. And we have enough people, do pop culture. So I just want to get you guys people who are interesting. But you tell me who you want.
Yes. And tell us if there's any subjects you want us to touch on too.
Yeah, I'll touch on anything.
We're all about it. We're open.
We're open. We're open to suggestion. We're not uptight. We're not uptight.
No, not at all.
No. Okay.
So you can find us at Caviar Dreams, Tuna Fish Budget on Instagram.
That's for sure.
You can find the Marge at The Real Margaret Josephs.
Real Margaret Josephs as opposed to the fake one.
Yes. And you can find me at The Life of Mrs. B. So keep dreaming, Caviar Dreamers.
Keep dreaming, Caviar Dreamers. Till next time. Bye. Okay. I don't even know how to hang up out of here.
I do.